Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan and today we are doing the top 10 series I want to start and finish or continue and finish before the end of the year. So I have my top 10 here. They aren't in any particular order. These are just series that again I want to complete in 2020. So we'll just jump on in. Alright, so our first one is Nevernight, and this tells the story of Mia, who is training to be an assassin to get vengeance on these people who killed her father and took her mother and her baby brother. And it's all she can think about, all she lives for, and it's really fun. I have read Nevernight and God's Grave, but I need to read Dark Dawn to complete the series, so that is again continuing / completing a series. And it's really heavy in the beginning. It was really hard to get through until they actually got to the assassin school, but as soon as they got to the assassin school it picked up like that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to read, and I have the UK paperback and I think it's really pretty. So we'll just continue with the theme of books series that I've started but not completed. The next is the Percy Jackson series, and this is part of the Heroes of Olympus or the Olympians books as a whole, but this is its own like 5-book series. It's Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I have read The Lightning Thief and The Sea of Monsters, and yeah, I really enjoyed the first two. Very fun, very quick and easy to read because it is middle grade. And one of my favorite things to read about is the children of some of my favorite characters. So this was a ton of fun and I cannot wait to continue the series. If you don't know, Percy Jackson tells the story of the children of the Greek gods, so Zeus and Hercules and Aphrodite and Hades and all of them, and it tells their kids' stories, and Percy is the son of Poseidon, so it's a lot of fun. The next series I have started and nowhere near completed is Three Dark Crowns. I've actually read Three Dark Crowns twice but have not finished any other books in the series. So there's Three Dark Crowns, One Dark Throne, Two Dark Reigns, Five Dark Fates, and then the Queens of Finburn companion novel, like short story collection, and I would like to read all of those in 2020. Three Dark Crowns tells the story of 3 sisters who were born as triplets, each with their own powers, and they are separated when they're young and must come back together when they're 16 to fight for the death to see who will be the one true queen. And this was so much fun. Very slow in the beginning, but a lot of fun at the end, and I can't wait to continue the series. And lastly, I have started Throne of Glass, sort of. I read Throne of Glass, just Throne of Glass, the book, last year. And I haven't read any of the others in the series. I didn't feel like pulling it out of the bottom of the giant stack, so that's why I'm holding up the collector's edition. But from what I remember, it tells the story of a girl who is fighting to be the king's assassin, and so she enters a competition to be the king's assassin to get out of her prison. I don't remember if that's correct, but that's what I recall from reading it a long time ago. So I do want to finish the rest of the series. This is probably the biggest series and the most ambitious on my list for the year, but it is on the list for the year, so let's hope I can get through it. Alright, now on to series that I would like to start, have not started yet, and complete in 2020. The first is the Lunar Chronicles, which starts with Cinder, and then we also have Scarlet, Cress, Winter, Fairest, and Stars Above. So 6 books total, and this is a sci-fi retelling of Cinderella. Scarlet is Red Riding Hood, I think. Cress is Rapunzel. Winter, I think, is like the Ice Queen. So Elsa, but not Elsa. And then I think Fairest and Stars Above are just side stories / short stories in this realm. But this is a highly talked about series, and I've wanted to read it because I love retellings and I love sci-fi, and yes, I'm just really excited to pick this one up. Next is a trilogy, so only 3 books to try to complete, and it is Scythe. This is a story in a dystopian world in which or utopian, I guess you could say, in which death has been eradicated, so they have trained and hired these people called scythes to go ahead and keep the population down, if you know what I mean. Yeah, So it tells the story from the perspective of the Scythes, I believe. So we have Scythe, Thunderhead, and the Toll. And I've heard that this is the best book, and the series kind of just goes down from there, but I still really want to read it and find out for myself what my thoughts are. I don't know if you noticed, but I did try to pick series that were already completed. That way I'm not reading and waiting for a series, so yeah. Next is the Mortal Instruments, and by this I mean just the Mortal Instruments, not the entire Shadowhunters like saga series. I don't even mean the entire Mortal Instruments, I just mean the first three. So like City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, I think that's the order. I mean those three. I just want to finish at least those three in 2020. I don't know anything about this other than it is Shadowhunters, and do they fight demons with runes or something like that? Yeah, I have no idea anything about this series, but it is one of the most talked about series on BookTube and in the book community. So I just want to join you guys in your discussions. Next is the Selection series, which I've heard is The Bachelor set in a dystopian world, and that just sounds incredible. I love The Bachelor. I am trash for The Bachelor. I am Bachelor trash, and I love dystopians, and I just want to read dystopians now that we're essentially in a dystopian world. But yeah, this is definitely one I want to pick up. I think there's 5 books in this series if I remember correctly, so yeah. Next is Renegades, which is Renegades, Arch Enemies, and Supernova. This is by Marissa Meyer, and it tells the story of the Renegades and the other side, I forget what they're called, just the heroes maybe, and they're kind of on opposing sides, and they both believe they're right, and there's very morally gray things going on, and that's pretty much all I know. And last but not least, this is one I know nothing about other than it's written by the author of Strange the Dreamer. So this is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. So we've got Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Days of Gods, Monsters, something of something. Yeah, that's pretty much all I know. And then there's like a side story, Night of Cake and Puppets, I think. And I don't, again, nothing about these, but I do want to read this series this year and just finish my kind of little Laini Taylor section. So those are the 10 series I would like to start / continue / complete in 2020. Let me know if you have any of the same series on your TBR for 2020, and I will look forward to responding and hopefully reading these series with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will check in with you in my next video. Bye, friends!